We have new members for our Pagoda One channel. Can you guys introduce yourself to us?
We will try.
Why don't you start?
Okay. Hi, my name's Alex. I'm from London, England. I've been in Korea on and off since 2010, so roughly 8.5 years in total. And my favorite animal is the snow leopard.
I'm Swanee. I'm from America, specifically Florida, South Florida. So if you know Miami, that's where I'm from. And I've been in Korea for 1.5 years, almost 2 years. Yes.
Me. Hello, my name is Travis. I am from Australia. I'm from a place called the Gold Coast. I've been in Korea for just over 1 year, so I'm the baby of the group. I'm still new to everything.
Baby teacher.
Why did you guys come to Korea? What made you come?
At the time, so we would have been talking 2008, 2009, I was finishing university and I knew I wanted to go abroad for a little bit, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then I just found a job posting about coming to Korea and I thought, well, it would be an adventure. So I decided to just do it very spontaneously. So yeah. What about you?
Why did you come?
My reason is so flimsy. I had finished university in 2017 and then I had no real intention to sort of pursue anything related to my degree. I just wanted to work. I just wanted to do something. So I was just working a normal job and then someone I worked with decided to come to Korea and to teach. When I heard that, I thought, oh, that sounds actually really interesting, because before people had always said to me, oh, why didn't you think about teaching? And I always said, no, that sounds horrible. The idea of teaching a native speaker English, I remember what it was like to be a kid in English class, and kids did not care.
That's true.
But then the idea of teaching someone who is a foreigner wanting to learn English, they're coming to these classes because they want to be here, they want to do it. And that felt way more interesting to me. Mm-hmm. And so that whole year, 2019, I made myself ready, and then 2020 I came, and then obviously not the year I expected, but it was still pretty good.
Oh, so last year was your first year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I got here 3 days after the first case in Daegu.
Oh, I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
It's not normally like this. It's normally pretty cool.
I know. I was like, oh no. It's actually there's a lot of things to do.
Yes.
And I have done none of them.
So theirs are really spontaneous and they're very adventurous, but I kind of cheated because my mom is Korean and my dad's Uruguayan, but I had been to Korea numerous times before moving here. So I was already familiar with the culture and language and the people and everything, but I've never lived in Seoul before. So that was new for me.
Where did you live when you came to Korea?
Oh, I stayed in Hampyeong.
I don't even know what that is.
It's Jeollanam-do, so it's really countryside.
Oh wow.
Yeah, really countryside. So I actually rarely spend time in Seoul because my grandma lives in Hampyeong, so the main point of coming here was to hang out with my grandma and just spend time with her and pick onions from the farm and stuff. So yeah, so I was like, oh, I've never actually spent that much time in Seoul, long periods of time. Why not just take a break from school and use my teaching certificate and have some fun and teach some people.
That's really interesting.
Thank you.
What made you come to Pagoda One?
Well, I guess touching on what you said, so I've taught a whole range of different people. I've taught kindergarteners, I've taught elementary kids, middle school kids, high school kids, teenagers, everybody. And when people want to learn, it's amazing. When people don't want to learn, it can be really, really tough. And when I came to Pagoda One, I knew that all of my students wanted to learn and they expected to be taught, and I wouldn't say they always do their homework, but they usually do their homework, which is good. And when they don't do it, it doesn't make me mad. So yeah, just the prospect of teaching people who really want to study English is very, very satisfying. So that was my main reason for wanting to do it. It worked out really well. So yeah.
How did you come here?
Well, I was brought over by a recruiter last year, into just a normal Hagwon academy for elementary level. The kids were great. Obviously, I never actually got to meet them in person, but it was still a lot of fun. The kids were the best part of that job. That was it. That was the only good thing about that job. And then I was fortunate enough to make some connections, make some friends, and actually a past student of Pagoda is the reason I actually found out about Pagoda.
Oh wow.
But they weren't actually Pagoda One, they were
Academy?
the group classes. And so because of that, I actually found out about Pagoda, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to leave Korea yet. I really want to get the experience that I thought I was going to get. And I always wanted to teach adults as well. So it was the perfect coming together of everything. And I applied, and here I am.
Nice.
What about you?
Mine was like, after I graduated, I had like a little gap time, like maybe a month or so. And so I was working at a family friend's Korean restaurant. So the owners were Korean. It was like a very like mom and pop kind of like place. They could barely speak English, so I was like helping them out a lot. And I said, yeah, actually I want to teach in Korea, but I don't know about like how I'm gonna look for a job or anything. I'm trying to like figure it out. They were like, oh, we know somebody who works at Pagoda. So, but Pagoda Academy as well. Yes, and then they were like, maybe you can like check that out. So I was like, okay. So I ended up coming to Korea and meeting that guy and their friend. And I came here for like only like 2 weeks, which is like super short time to like just come here. I met up with him and everything, and he kind of like helped me get my foot in, and then I ended up here. And I also wanted to teach adults as well, specifically. I love kids, especially Korean kids, because they're really cute and really respectful to teachers, but I think just adults were more suitable for me. And I was right, so yeah.
They're not always respectable to teachers.
The kids?
Yeah, not always.
No, I've got some
Yeah,
stories
trust me.
as well.
Oh yeah, some scars.
You'll never forget, you're like, teacher, you're ugly. Your first one, and you're like,
Yeah, you know they're telling the truth too. They have no filter.
yeah, exactly. It's like, damn.
The last question is, what's one personal achievement you would want to accomplish in your life?
This is deep.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I can go. I've got like a list of things that I want to do. You know, I'm very much of the belief that like I'm young, I got a long life to live, hopefully. So I'd like to publish my own book.
Oh my.
Yeah, I like to write. Very interested in creative writing, but I'd also like to do a lot of creative things, a lot of artistic things. I'd like to try acting. I'd like to get into that kind of thing. I think modeling would be fun. I just don't know if modeling is for me.
You got the chops.
I did creative writing at university.
Oh yeah, me too.
What kind of stories do you like to write?
Long form, so like novels and stuff, the big stuff.
And any particular genre?
I'm open to trying any genre, any, field, but I do have a special place in my heart for fantasy and sci-fi.
Hell
Oh,
Yeah.
that's always interesting.
I love
yeah.
the adventure and the excitement of it all. That's me.
Okay. What are mine? Honestly, I try not to think about the future that much. Not really like overthinking about it, I guess. In the end, I just want to do something that makes me happy and something where I can be close to my family. I'm a family girl, so so I want to be able to spend a lot of time with my family and create a lot of memories with them. Hopefully traveling around soon. Traveling seems like such a distant accomplishment these days, but hopefully just travel a lot. I haven't really been to Europe, so that's a huge accomplishment I'm looking forward to. But yeah, overall, just be happy and healthy and spend time with my family, even though it sounds kind of cheesy.
Do you have a first stop whenever you can start traveling again that you want to go to?
Originally, my plan before coming to Korea was going to Japan because I was like, it's so close. I'm gonna go to Japan alone and travel alone. And then It Who Shall Not Be Named came up. So maybe I really want to go to Spain though. Spain, Portugal, Netherlands. Okay, I'll stop.
I'm big into travel, so if I had like maybe a short-term goal in the next 10 years, I want to go to all the countries that are on my list. So South America, Indonesia, Turkey. Turkey's a place I've always wanted to go to. Long-term, one day I would like to get my master's degree in applied linguistics, but that would require a lot of saving, a lot of saving money and that kind of thing. So that's like down the road. I would like to go back to university. Well, that's all from us. I hope you were able to learn something about your new YouTube teachers.
Okay guys, well thanks for watching our video of our introductions. We hope that you learned a little bit about your new Pagoda group, and we'll try to live up to the previous group, but
Alright, I got this. Well guys, that's it from us. I hope you were able to learn a little bit about your new Pagoda teachers, and we hope to see you again in the future. Maybe, hopefully.
bye.
Bye.